left tackle spot, what impresses you? What really stands about Miami's offensive line preparing for this game?
Their O-line is pretty big. They move well. 61 and 70, the two tackles, they're probably the best, offensive linemen on the O-line. But as a collective, they move well and they're pretty huge.
Let's go Joey Coffin on the front row here.
Yeah, how much did you hear growing up about that Fiesta Bowl in Miami, and what was it like being on sort of that part of the country where that was talked about? How much was it talked about?
Wait, say it again?
The Fiesta Bowl at Ohio State, Miami.
Yeah.
Was it like talked about much like in Miami? What was that like?
Nah, not really. I didn't really hear about it until my freshman year when I got on campus here. They was telling me all these different type of stories about, Ohio State cheated the game, whatever the case may be, but that's all I heard about it.
Right next door, Bill Rabinowitz.
What has Matt Patricia meant to you both as a coordinator and just as a kind of a mentor? I mean, Jim Knowles did a great job. Obviously, #1 defense, won a national championship, but it seems like you guys are closer with Matt Patricia. What's enabled him to have that bond with you guys?
He's just a good guy. When he first stepped on campus here, it was like a long lost family member that just came back from whatever he came from, but he came back home, and all the guys love him, even the offensive guys. He's just a family guy. He don't just talk to the starters or whatever the case may be, but he talks to everybody. And I think that's why everybody love him.
Let's go to Dan Hope.
Kenyatta, growing up in Miami, did you watch a lot of Miami football growing up, and how much did they recruit you?
Yeah, I watched a lot of Miami games. I went to a couple of Miami games as well. My family is huge Miami Hurricane fans. I don't know about now, but they were. But down there in Dade County is pretty big. Miami Hurricanes are pretty big, and it means a lot going against them. I've been wanting to go against them for the longest, and here we are.
Let's go to right in front, Joe Nugent.
Has it been hard not playing a game these past few weeks?
Yes. We the players, we appreciate the resting time, getting our bodies right, but we want to go out there and play a game. So.
Front row, Austin Ward.
Kenyatta, I know you won't want to make excuses and you can't talk about the officiating, but you certainly looked frustrated against Indiana. It looked like there were a lot of plays that you could have made. How do you avoid letting that boil over, knowing that you can't change the way the game might be officiated?
You just can't let the offensive lineman hold me. That's what Coach Patricia, everybody else was saying. Sonny Styles been on me big. He was like, you too good to let offensive lineman hold you. So going into the next game, can't let him hold me.
How do you fight that? What does that mean?
Technique, getting my hands on them first. If their hands are on me, then, get them off. But whatever it takes, man, just don't let the offensive lineman hold you.
Right next door, Tim May.
A bear hug's different from a hold, isn't it?
It is.
Did you, by the way, before I ask real quick, did you ever talk to officials out there sometimes when stuff like that's going on, or do you just keep your mouth shut?
I usually keep my mouth shut, but, yeah, I was real frustrated that game, and I said a couple of words to the official that I should have said, and, it is what it is. It was terrible, but, it is what it is.
When you got a guy like Malachi Tony, what he brings to the table, and
Yeah.
it's kind of big for you to be disciplined against a guy, an offense with that kind of guy in it, right?
Yeah.
Too. What just impresses you about their offense, and in particular that young man?
To start with the offense moves pretty well. Their offensive coordinator do a pretty good job at calling his plays or whatever, and they execute them real well. And then Malachi Tony, he's a pretty good playmaker. He's their gadget guy. He can do everything. Just as a freshman that's coming in as a freshman, he's supposed to be in high school right now, but him just coming in, at a young age, and he's doing the things that he's doing is pretty impressive. So yeah.
Go over here to the far right, Kellyanne Stitz.
Kenyatta, you touched on it, but just how excited are you for this opportunity to play your hometown team?
Pretty excited. We're not going to treat it like it's the Super Bowl or anything, but it's another game, and I'm pretty excited to go against them.
Follow up, I read, I believe, your uncle, Rudy Barber Jr., did he play for Miami?
Yeah.
Have you guys had any friendly banter or an exchange
No, not
about
yet.
that?
Not yet. I mean, I think it's gonna come around Christmas time when I go back home, but not yet.
All right, we're going to go to the Zoom. Scotty, anyone with questions?
Yes, we have three. We're going to start with Nick Hamilton. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, just wanted to ask you some of the areas where you felt like you've improved upon this season, and what areas do you feel like you want to continue to improve and be better, and in order for you to be better to improve this defense as well.
I mean, I have a lot of things to improve on, but I think, one aspect of my game that I really improved this season was my block shedding, getting off of blocks in the run game and, making plays.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Dan Tortor. Dan, go ahead.
Kenyatta, you know what it's like to get here, get through all of this, and get to a national championship. What can you say about the road this season with Coach Day and what he's done to keep the guys that did return locked in and focused and not kind of rest on the laurels of last year?
He has done a pretty good job of leading this group. This group is younger than the group that was that won the championship last year. But I mean, his leadership and the older guys, like you said, the people that was on that championship team. I mean, we just take after him and we lead the team as well. And we just pretty much just stick to our routine that we did pretty much last year in this playoff run.
All right. One final question from Zoom, and that's going to come from Joe Reedy. Joe, go ahead.
Kenyatta, we usually see in Florida State, Miami, and Miami, Florida matchups that the talk out there can get a little chippy and intense. Just how do you keep your emotions in check in a game like this?
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good big game. I'm not the type of player to, trash talk anybody or whatever, but I mean, it comes with it. But I mean, I keep my composure at all times. It might be some words here and there, whatever the case may be, but I mean, we have a football game to play. That's it.
That's it, Jerry.
Okay, thank you very much. Kenyatta, we'll go over here to the right. Adam King.
I know it's kind of looking back to fall camp and everything, but there were so many people that doubted this defensive line. To kind of take a flash forward here, you've had a couple of weeks to reflect and look at this team. You guys said you're no names. You're just one unit. Well, you're arguably one of the strongest parts of this defense. Have you guys taken a minute to reflect, and do you still use that as motivation as you go through this path?
Of course. Yeah, like you said, people, counted us out before the season even started, losing those 4 guys last year. And, coming into the season, people counted us out. But, we just keep our head down. We come in and we work hard each and every day. And, I mean, yeah, we still use that as fuel each and every game. And, especially, last game, that wasn't our best performance. And, as a leader of the D-line, that was my fault. We didn't have our best performance or whatever. But, coming into this next game, we're going to be hyped up for sure.
Fourth row middle, Pat Murphy.
You talked about how difficult it's been to not play a game. How have you guys kept that edge, kind of kept what you had going without having something to look forward to each Saturday here?
Just sticking to our, our regular routines. If it was a game week or whatever, have these hard practices on Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably mix up a hard practice on Thursday, or have a shells practice on Thursday. Thursday as well. But I mean, we're just keeping that edge with these hard practices going against good on good. So.
And right next door, Tony Girdman.
Kenyatta, congratulations on the graduation.
Thank you.
The degree. What's that mean to you?
It means a lot. I shouldn't be saying this, but bro, I tell my mom this all the time. I mean, no, I shouldn't say this, but anyway, it was pretty big. It was pretty big. I did it for my mom. My mom really wanted me to, get a degree, and I did it for her. So yeah.
And final question over here, Spencer Holbrook.
Sorry to get back to football. You played a lot in the playoff last year.
Yeah.
To be now a starter, we have to ask you about it all the time. Like, to be a starter on this team now and finally get your opportunity, but to do it in the playoff now, you know what it's like to win a national championship, all of those things. But now to be like one of the focal points of this defense as it tries to win a national championship. What does that kind of mean to you with the journey that you've been on through Ohio State?
It means a lot. I mean, I have a lot of wisdom. This going back off of that, that run that we had last year and just, pouring it into the guys that wasn't on the team this year. I mean, that wasn't on the team last year. Just pouring it into them and, just, taking that lead and, allowing those guys to follow my lead and, that's it.
Great. Kenyatta, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thanks, man.